Gail Cohen, first one in the room. Welcome to City Hall Park. The Jacob Raymould fountain. It's right up there. And then beyond that, City Hall. I have some time to kill. So might as well talk to some of you beautiful people. Good to see you, Susie May. Good to see you, Lori. Lori, that hot sauce is a bootleg hot sauce. That hot sauce is not from Coney Island. That hot sauce is not sold in Coney Island. With your students again, awesome. Doing great, Susie May. The temperatures are nice and tolerable. It is not a million degrees out here. Good to see you, Cecilia. The humidity's nice and low. Good to see you, Free to Laugh Now. Welcome. Cowboy. Well, I'm on a bike, so it's kind of like a horse. They stole Coney Island USA's logo, that hot sauce. They stole their logo. It's a bootleg, not real Coney Island product, if that makes any sense. They just used the name Coney Island. Neboul, bienvenue. Everyone follow Neboul. Everybody follow Neboul. Down there in Morocco. Beautiful down there in Morocco. Beautiful out there. I don't know, Laurie. But they basically stole Coney Island USA's logo. My day's going really good. My day is going really good. The tours went off. The 12 noon tour went off very well. Now we're going to get ready to do the 4 o'clock. This is a tour I do not like doing, but once they get past this 4 o'clock tour, it's the weekend. Dig Ziggin does have a copyright, but what they did was they used a likeness of it. So they didn't steal the entire logo outright, but they used a whole circle with the face in the middle of it. And so they stole its likeness. They actually didn't steal the logo, just like the likeness of the logo, which is annoying. But that hot sauce, if you come to the Freak Bar, it's behind the bar. So if you get some nice Donna Zeta tacos, you can have them at the Freak Bar, get a beer, and then they'll get some of the hot sauce. Good to see you, Tracy. Good to see you, Tracy. Phony Island hot sauce. Yes, Free to Laugh Now. Phony Island hot sauce. I gotta kill time until 45 past the hour. Yes, I know Marshalls was selling Coney Island popcorn. Good to see you, Brandon. It's not real Coney Island. It's not real Coney Island popcorn unless you come down to Coney Island and you get some popcorn in Coney Island. I love the cookies and cream cappuccino. Right, that's what you said, right? Exactly. The likeness, Lori, the likeness. Lori, relax. It's okay. It's everyone. We've been talking about this for months, Lori, so don't worry about it. For actually years. That hot sauce is like about a year old now, maybe 2 years old. Good to see you, Mary. But yeah, tour is going off good today. I just got to make it past this one more tour, then it's the weekend for me. And what we're doing Saturday, we're doing something. I forgot what we're doing on Saturday though. I completely forgot what we're doing on Saturday. We're doing something on Saturday. I just don't know what. Friday is, of course, fireworks. It looks like we have good weather on Friday for fireworks. Friday at 12 noon. So tomorrow at 12 noon, we'll do a couple of hours of radio. So that'll be fun. We'll do some radio on Twitch. And then we'll go to Coney Island and watch the fireworks tomorrow night. That's right. Take my wife, please. Take my wife, please. Take my wife, please. Any young man. I take my wife anywhere. I told my wife I'm going to take her to a place she's never been, and she goes, where? And she says the kitchen. You come up with some good songs, all right. Good. But as the people play with pigeons, looking for that crazy guy from yesterday. See, that crazy guy shows up here from yesterday. That very colorful individual. Sunday, got to go to the beach. The great Borscht Belt of comedians, yes. The great Borscht Belt comedians, yes. Playing up there in playing up there in the Catskills. Yes, I did see that. You know what? Coney Shack is really good, Brandon. Coney Shack started. Are you ready for this? Coney Shack is run by these two Filipino guys who are really, really nice. And they started Coney Shack in the parking lot of the DMV in Coney Island. And then for a small time, they were up on the boardwalk in Coney Island. And then they got big. Their Coney Shack truck got big. And now they're in Times Square. And I highly recommend checking them out. And I forgot what their signature thing. They have some signature fish taco thing, which is really good. But I used to always go there up by the DMV. That was the thing about going to the DMV, is you could get some Coney Shack. And I miss Coney Shack. I haven't had Coney Shack in over a year, or maybe 2 years now. It's been a hot minute. It's not on you. People think I'm pointing the camera at them, but it's really on me. Such a funny thing. Yeah, isn't that cool? They actually were in that show, one of those Food Network shows that I can't remember, about food trucks. And they're so good. Oh my God. I remember one year they were set up for the Mermaid Parade, and it was like, the line was like an epic hour-long line to get Coney Shack. And it was so good. Oh my God, it was so good. Coney Shack is worth the wait. Coney Shack is definitely, if there's a line, get yourself some Coney Shack, it's worth the wait. Of course the guy is still, well, okay. So we have next door, we have the, what was it again? That was the gift shop. I forgot the name of the gift shop. Muji Bar and Sirajul. Now we're getting way back. Okay, so for all you Letterman fans, we're going way back. We're going back to 1993. You remember when New York was fun in 1993? So you have Muji Bar and Sirajul, and they were proprietors of a souvenir shop. The souvenir shop is no longer there, and Muji Bar and Sirajul, who knows where they are? But those guys got big. They were in a Budweiser commercial. I remember on the Super Bowl. Holy cow! I don't know where those guys are, but I have a couple of autographs from them, and I have a picture with them that I took back many moons ago. And then we have, now it's the Hello Cafe, not the Hello Dolly Cafe, just the Hello Cafe. Guess what? The Hello Cafe is still there, and it's still run by a Rupert G. And Rupert G, I have a funny memory with Rupert G because, you know, back in my high school days, where I went to go get away from, you know, if I was cutting high school, what I would do is I would go to talk shows. I would go to like Montel and the Carney Wilson show, and the what was his name again? The Mike Wahlberg show, whatever. He had a weird set. But I used to go to the talk shows and then try to get standby tickets for Letterman. And I used to always talk to Rupert, and he signed my report card one year. I never my report card. He signed my report card one year. Good to see you, precious gem. So Rupert is still there, and here's even the more crazy part. I was doing last year. We have a bicycle tour which starts in Harlem and comes all the way down here and ends here in City Hall. And what happened was we were riding down Broadway, and then we have somebody riding a bike with us. And who was it? It was Rupert G. Rupert G lives on like the Upper East Side, and he's like, oh yeah, it's easier for me to ride the bike into into Midtown than take the train. It's faster. So we rode a bike from it was roughly like 59th Street down Broadway to 53rd Street. We rode with him and we talked, and the guy on my the guy, one of the guys on my tour, was a huge Letterman fan, so he was freaking out. It was the coolest thing. Yes, I was sprayed by Letterman's cannon twice. I was sprayed. The first time I got sprayed was the cheap one. It was like that light sprinkler, and then later on he had that fire hose. I was sprayed by the fire hose. It was probably 95 degrees that day. It was a lot of fun. Yes, it used to be it used to be called Rockaway Playland, and it wasn't far Rockaway. It closed in the 80s. There's nothing really left of it. There's maybe I think there's one building left from that old amusement park. But I never got to go to Rockaway Playland because I was too young. But if you go all the way back, George C. Tillieu, the guy who opened Steeplechase, he opened up another Steeplechase out in the Rockaways, and then eventually becomes Rockaway Playland. But it used to have a roller coaster and a cool iron pier, and there's a great it's not a great documentary, there's a great podcast. Listen to the Bowery Boys podcast, wherever you get your favorite podcasts, and they have a fantastic episode about the Rockaways, how it got its name, the history of it. I mean, Rockaway, just like Coney Island, burned down a bunch of times, and you know, it's changed a lot, and it still is changing.
I know you grew up in New York, but
no, diving horses are actually illegal there, Free to Laugh now. Diving horses are illegal. Diving horses are illegal. They've been illegal since, like, I think the 70s or the 80s or something like that. If we still had diving horses in Coney Island, PETA would be out there every day. When we had the circus, the PETA was out there every day because they didn't like the elephants, you know? Because you're stressing out the horse, and you could injure the horse. You're making a horse dive from a platform. So you're, first of all, you're freaking the horse out mentally, and second, the horse could break limbs and stuff like that. Diving horses is not good. That's not a good thing. Just like elephants, it's not a good thing to have these animals around for our entertainment. You know, like why do people get so upset about SeaWorld? You know, it's because you have these beautiful animals in pools, and you're making them do stunts for you, and animals shouldn't. Yeah, the way I see it, the only animals that should be doing stunts for us are dogs and cats, because we have domesticated them. So, but we used to have diving horses in Coney Island a long time ago. Actually, we're right across from P.T. Barnum's Americana Museum. Now, the Americana Museum was like a weird kind of sideshow oddity kind of museum. Two-headed cows, deformed babies, the entire city of Dublin recreated in matchsticks. And that was right across the street. And over there, I think they had some kind of a diving horse exhibit. You do stunts for your wife now. Good. It's going great, man. You liked for me. Awesome. Thanks for liking for me there, Ben. Ben Wright. Welcome. Yeah, some of them don't have no idea to do it in the wild, but you know, we shouldn't make them do stunts for us like that. There are beautiful houses going up in the Rockaways as we speak. I don't know about new hospitals, but there are new neighborhoods being built out there, like Alvern by the Sea, and more people are moving out there. You know, we have the ferry now out there, so it's getting easier to get to the Rockaways, but it's still kind of like out of the way. As we wait here, getting ready for my second tour of the day. And then after this tour, I could go home, take a shower, gotta hop on an Uber, go out to Coney Island, go to my featured channels. I operate another channel. It's called The Music of Curiosities of Coney Island. And tonight at 10 o'clock tonight, you're gonna see the one, the only Pink Velvet Witch perform. It's gonna be amazing. You don't want to miss it. It's gonna be live music tonight on my other channel, the Music of Curiosities of Coney Island, beginning at 10 o'clock tonight. So it is a very bearable temperature. It is, I believe it's like 82 right now. 82 degrees with a nice low humidity. It feels nice. It's nice to be in the shade. But yep, Pink Velvet Witch is performing tonight with somebody else. I forgot her name. But good music tonight. Join me, 10 o'clock. Music of Curiosities. It is right here in my featured channels. Check it out. I want to thank, I gotta give a big shout out actually. If you're new to this channel and Pusha Studios sent you over here, I want to give a big shout out to Pusha Studios and the two guys and the team over there. Do I use gear bikes? Yes, Free to Laugh now. We have geared bikes. Yes. Come on, Free to Laugh now. Come on. Yeah, I thought you were smarter than that. We have a 21-speed bikes. If that's what you're getting at, we have 21-speed bikes. We don't have fixies. We certainly don't ride beach cruisers over the damn bridge. Shout out to the Pusha Studios. That's right. Got me 22 new subscribers yesterday. Holy crap. So to all the new viewers, welcome. You know what, Nibble? I gotta try to explain. So those playlists that you see, those are my playlists. Yeah, it was crazy. So the Ride the Cyclone playlist, that is literally almost 3 hours of cyclone rides that I did on live stream. So those are my videos. And then of course the WMAZZ Funtime Radio, that's our radio show that we do on Twitch. And all the music we play on there, you get to see that, you can hear that music all over again in those playlists. So 200 more and you hit 2,000. Nice. Yeah, that's right. Oh yeah, we're at 1,800 now. Yeah, we'll get there. You know, I don't like blowing up too fast because I want to get to know you guys. You know, I want to know who's new and you know, I want to make sure everyone can and wants to interacts, and I always like that. Boy, this guy's smoking up a communion over there. This guy's smoking a big spliff right here in the middle of City Hall Park in the middle of the day. You got a crazy Jamaican spliff like in the movie. You ever see the movie Countryman? Good to see you, RD. Yeah, I know. I want to build it up organically. Yes. Well, actually, once I hit 2K, there's a sponsor who wants to sponsor me. So it's kind of it. When we hit 2K, there's going to be a sponsor coming around really soon. That's right. Let's go to Rockaway Beach. They actually have a really cool Ramones stand up that you could put your head in on the boardwalk in Rockaway Beach. You're only 8,000 away from AK. Awesome. You see, here's the problem. Periscope made it too easy to accumulate new followers. It made it look too easy. So when people start coming on here or on Twitch and they see how slow their growth is, it's because Periscope made it look too easy. It is not easy to have an organically created community of people on the internet. It takes time. And more importantly, it takes time to have people who are engaged, who are willing to come back over and over again. And like a potential sponsor said, no matter how many people you will have in a live broadcast, and it will say 1,400 people or 5,000 people, you're still talking to the same 15 people over and over again. You're not finding new people. And the majority of new people who you do find are probably trolls who just want to, fuck around with you. And you know what, Jim? Precious Jim, I monitor Periscope. And absolutely, Bob, no comparison. Good to see you. A lot of people are, Precious Jim. A lot of people are. So when am I coming to the West Coast? Me and my wife want to go out to Santa Barbara really soon, but we don't know when we're going to try to do that. In the winter time, though. It will be in the winter time when me and my wife have like kind of a day or two off. Miss Pookie's in the house. Good to see you, Miss Pookie. But that's the problem with Periscope. Periscope made accumulating 10,000 subscribers way too easy. I mean, if I was a 14-year-old girl, I could get 10,000 subscribers in 2 days on Periscope. All I have to do is twerk to some Michael Jackson music or something like that. R. Kelly, right now. Kids Bop. If I twerked to Kids Bop and some random Madonna song that they played in Kids Bop that they all vanillaed up and they cleaned up all the words to, and I get 10,000 subscribers like that on Periscope. Kids Bop. You know that stuff they play in Luna Park, They play all like Blur. By the way, Baby Shark 24/7, yes. Do you know that there's a version of Blurred Lines that is a baby? It's a nursery rhyme version of Blurred Lines. Who has seen this? Ashbeck Pandy, hello. They have a lullaby baby version of Blurred Lines. What? Oh, from India. Good to see you. My wife is from Sri Lanka. It's on YouTube, Precious Gem. It's absolutely crazy. Blurred Lines, nursery. It's baby music. It's like a lullaby for babies. So it's like mommy could put her baby to sleep while she drinks her favorite glass of wine while listening to Blurred Lines. And it's cute. I'm not gonna lie. It's kind of cute. It has a nice beat to it. Thank you, Vancouver. For the tip. Had some lovely people from Vancouver on the ride this afternoon. It was amazing. On the 12 o'clock. Like the Kids Bop version of Nirvana. Have you heard that? It smells like Teen Spirit, but it's all cleaned up. We're all doomed, folks. The bomb will drop soon. I hope I'm right here when the bomb drops. I look up, I'll see the flash, and that'll be it. "15 more minutes and I go back to work." I love the cookies and cream cappuccino. It's the funny thing about Lower Manhattan is sometimes you lock eyes with people, and like stranger, like a very beautiful woman locked eyes with me just now, and I'm like, yes. Please walk on the street. Want to see an American street view? Okay. Yes, exactly. You get an up close and personal view at the main office. Yes, it's nighttime in India. Yes, it is a 3:29 p.m. I don't know what is that in army time, but I'll walk around for you. I'll walk around a little bit for you. And I will show you the most American street in all of American streets. How about that? I will show you the American streets. There is one street that cannot get more American than this, and I'm going to show it to you right now. Let's walk out. Oh. Sunshine on my shoulder gives me a sunburn. Unless you're wearing SPF 100. All right, let's get into the shade. So I need to monitor my battery here, if you will. Got to keep myself in condition, in proper shape, because I am riding a bike over bridges. Good to see you. Good to see you. They're overheating on the Northern Line. Get in the air conditioning. All right, so here we are. We're in Lower Manhattan. This is where the United States begins, really. I mean, the Dutch come out here in 1623. We become British in 1664. And then, of course, in 1776, we become the United States. But this street right here, this is called Broadway. And Broadway is the quintessential American street. This is Broadway right here. You're looking at Broadway and Broadway and Barclay Streets. And right here, this New York Stock Exchange is about 10 minutes down the road in this direction here. And if you watch my replays, we always walk down there. And then right here, this is the tallest building in the world in 1913. This is a Woolworth building right here. That's the Woolworth building. Tallest building in the world in 1913, the Cathedral of Commerce, and the only building in skyscraper history to be paid for its construction in cash, $14.5 million. In today's money, that's like $2.1 billion. But this is New York City. It does not get more New York than this. Does not get more New York than this. You got the Woolworth building, City Hall, Broadway. I mean, Broadway is the street, the Great White Way. You know, what's his name? George Benson, who sings on Broadway. Doesn't get more New York than that. We got to ride that water taxi sometime soon too, before it gets cold. It is a mouthful. It is a mouthful. I gotta see. It's just that hot enough that my nose just leaks. There we go. There we go. All right, what time is it? 3:33. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna walk across City Hall Park now, and we're gonna go to another quintessential American street called Park Row. Now, Park Row, from like the 1840s to like the 19 teens, was the spot where all of the newspapers used to publish from, and that's where we're gonna go. Everyone's at work or they're on vacation. That's why it's an empty street. I'm looking for the crazy guy, but he's not out here today. I guess he made his money already. Made his money already this morning, right? That makes any sense? Yes, I know. You guys have lots of people on the streets. Here we spread out a little bit. People hang out in the shade. Getting out of the sun is very strong, you know. But this is downtown. This is not like Midtown. Midtown, you will see a lot more people on the sidewalks and whatnot. Later on this afternoon, you will see more people out here on the sidewalks because people are coming home from work and all that good stuff. Moving around, life. Staring around, if you will. And I could already tell there are a few people on my ride. And that's right, 1.3 billion out there in India. Here in New York City, there's 8.6 million. 8.6 million, not billion. Yeah. Why is he honking the horn? There's a red light. Oh, one driver wants to road rage against the other driver. Oh, lovely people. These drivers are so nice. They're so cognizant of the people around them. So now we're on Park Row. Park Row, this is where all the newspapers used to be from. And then this is my building that I work in, the Potter building right here. This building was built in 1882. Yes, that's right, 1882. Looks like the NYPD Strategic Task Force is here. Yeah, America only has about 300 million. Last time I saw it was like 360 million. Something like that. But it's hot out here, boy. I gotta stay in the shade, baby. I gotta stay in the shade, man. This shade, this sun is no joke. The sun, at least it's a little bit of a breeze. Ice. Yeah, we're tiny compared to India. Yeah, we're tiny. Just Indian people need to learn one thing. You guys need to be patient. You guys need to slow down sometimes. If there is a line, wait in line, be patient. Don't end up like the Chinese. Don't end up like the Chinese. Yeah, it's 1 o'clock. Whoa, 43 Celsius. Get in the air conditioning. My God, that's hot. That is hot, baby. Just slow down, be patient. Patience is golden. Trust me on that one. You don't want to end up like the crazy Chinese. Chinese are always rushing in line and cutting lines and just being rude to other people around them. And you're better than that. You're better than that. In Fahrenheit, that's like it's like 100 and I want to say it's like 115 degrees, Lori. That's like 115 degrees, 110 degrees. If it's 100 degrees Fahrenheit, it's 33 degrees Celsius. So it's hot. It's hot, baby. It's hot. And India gets very, very warm. That's why Sri Lanka is nice. It's surrounded by the ocean. That's why you're not friends with China. That's why you're friends with American. Okay, awesome. Something like that, Lori. Almost triple. Almost triple. Sunshine on my shoulders. Oh, China likes Pakistan. Oh, okay. See, us here in the United States, we try to love everyone. We try to love everyone in Pakistan and in India and in China and all over the world. Because just like here in New York City, we know that we're all stuck together. But Park Row. And then I'm right up the block from the Brooklyn Bridge over here. So it's good. Because everyone's getting ready to go home. Everyone's getting ready to go home already. Yeah, that's you know how the colonial powers do it. Well, Indian food, I'm not a big fan of Indian food because it's too spicy. So I go more into Chinese, but you could get some amazing food out here from India and China out here. But Israel and Russia are India's best friend. Okay, awesome. I don't know, Lori, lots of stuff happened. You guys have a long history book lesson right there about what happened between India and Pakistan. Yes, exactly. Indian food is vegetarian, but very spicy. My wife loves it. I can't. I got to be careful with the spicy foods. If I eat too much spicy food, my stomach gets all weird and it's not good. That's why whenever we go to Sri Lankan restaurants, I got to be really careful what I order. I'm like, it's not the spicy version, is it? Indian food is good. Did you get some good curry? Yeah. Okay, one more tour. One more tour. And then I go home, take a shower, and go to Coney Island. You like the butter chicken's pretty good. Butter chicken is good. Summer gigs are no fun, Robert. Good to see you. All right. It's time for me to go back. This is a song that doesn't end. It goes on and on, my friend. Some people started singing it not knowing what it was, and they'll continue singing it forever just because this is a song that doesn't end. Yes, it goes on and on, my friend. Some people started singing it not knowing what it was, and they'll continue singing it forever just because this is a song. Lamb chop. May lamb chop rest. All right. Somebody's looking at me with a funny look. All right, guys. Well, I hope you guys had some fun today. Go to the Music of Curiosities of Coney Island. We'll be live at 10 o'clock tonight with some amazing music. It is going to be great. Sherry Lewis, indeed. I will have fun. I will get back underground for you. But from Park Row, here in Lower Manhattan, this is Dutch Moss signing off. Have a fantastic New York day, whether you live here or not. I want you to hug your loved ones. I want you to cherish the moments. And good afternoon, Mrs. Calabash, wherever you are. See you guys later.